I'm Nikki Taylor, and over the past couple of years, I've used my own body to investigate the effects of binge drinking, plastic surgery. I've put myself under the knife. And I've even gone 6 weeks without washing. It's my way to really understand the effects, good and bad, of what we're doing to ourselves. And now with the cannabis debate raging, I'm going to pot. Like many others, I smoked cannabis at college. In fact, over 15 million of us have tried it, but few are fessing up. Do you guys do cannabis?
No.
No? Apart, of course, from a select group of government ministers and a third of all British teenagers. But do you know people that do?
Yeah. Most people our age. All our age.
It's like a secret society. Everybody does it, but nobody talks about it.
So is it more dangerous than alcohol? Is it stronger than it used to be? Will it drive us mad? Or to cope or to smack? I'm going to find out. Pro-cannabis campaigners think it's relatively harmless. They'd love it to be legalised. The government's worried about the risks and want to toughen up the law. It's confusing, and every day there's another scary headline. But what are the facts? I want to unpick the science from the fiction, get a proper understanding of what's going on. As a mum, I want to find out what could be in store for my children. 1 in 7 kids under 13 have tried it. But is it still like the stuff I tried at college? And what effect would it have on me now? I'm going to smoke cannabis, on and off, for a month to find out. First, I'd better find out what's the worst that could happen to me. I'm off to see a doctor for a risk assessment.
Yeah, I just thought this was an experiment I could do. I could just do each, maybe strength of cannabis. So what have I got to look forward to? What are the effects of this?
You've got the psychological effects and the physical effects. So the psychological effects are going to be, normally you get short-term memory loss where you can't remember things you've done that day before. You get reduced coordination and motor function, so you may be falling down, you'll be a bit slower, you might get some paranoia. Long term that can lead to schizophrenia, you might get depressed with it can cause sleep disturbance and even nightmares. Physically it can affect the blood pressure, it can make the heart rate go up, and if you're already feeling quite anxious that can cause chest pain.
Is that all?
If you've come for my advice would be that I would not do it.
Well, at least I know what to look out for. And I'm beginning to notice that cannabis culture is all around me. This head shop is one of about 100 you can find on our high streets. Where better to start my journey than here?
Excuse me, what's this for? What's that for?
It's a rolling wallet, basically.
A rolling wallet?
It's got all your compartments in there.
What do you put in here?
Whatever you choose to put in there.
All right, okay. Put whatever I choose to put in there.
All souvenir purposes.
These are just souvenirs?
Souvenir purposes.
Do a lot of people come in here buying souvenirs?
Yeah, we sell a lot of grow equipment as well.
But not for growing?
No, it's for tomato plants.
Yeah. Right. Oh, I see. And really big tomatoes?
Massive ones.
Do you have any seeds that you can sell of these plants?
Yeah, we have to
basically get you any seed.
Any seeds you want. This is just one of the brands.
And this is all legal?
This is Sensi Seeds. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with selling actual seeds, nothing wrong with selling equipment, you just can't put them both together.
So you can buy the seeds and you can buy the grow kit, but you're not supposed to use them together? Could I get away with a little experimental use myself? What does the law say about smoking cannabis? I asked a barrister, Richard Cross, to explain the law in this country to me.
Is it illegal to smoke cannabis in this country?
Yes. Yes, it remains illegal under the Misuse of Drugs Act 1971. It can be punished with a custodial sentence and it is still prohibited.
Even if it was just a very small amount?
As it stands, the law is unambiguous that possession of cannabis is unlawful.
So obviously it's not something that can be done in this country?
No, the only exception would be if it was a medical experiment under licence.
So it's clear, in this country it is still illegal to smoke cannabis. But there is one place in Europe where I know for sure you can smoke a joint without getting arrested. Amsterdam. It's the ganja capital of the Western world. If there's anywhere I can try to understand the allure of cannabis and its risks, it's here. I just need to follow my nose to a coffee shop. And not because I'm in need of a quick cappuccino. There are over 900 coffee shops in Holland, and they don't just sell coffee, they're licensed to sell cannabis. This is the Dampring, one of the most popular ones here. Hi. Drugs? They've agreed to let me do occasional work here for a month, and off duty, I'll be able to smoke the cannabis. I'm introduced to Dennis, the deputy manager, and Bowie, the coffee shop cat. The Dampring's well known for stocking a wide range of cannabis varieties, some imported, but most of it locally grown. Babish Barker runs the shop. She's been buying and selling dope for the last 4 years.
Do you smoke regularly or?
Cigarettes?
No, marijuana. No, okay. So we have many different kinds.
And you do marijuana, hashish?
Hashish. I think the best for you would be to start with Jamaica, which is an outdoor grass. It's grown outside.
Yeah.
It's not as strong as the others. It's uplifting though. It makes you feel kind of tipsy.
Yeah.
And we have it pre-rolled, so you don't have to make it yourself.
Yeah, because I can't roll. No.
That's why we make those.
So you've got a pre-rolled
Yep.
Jamaican split?
Yeah, it's mixed with tobacco. You can just sit down, have a cup of coffee, read a paper, smoke your joint, and chill out. Just to make sure you really enjoy it, just nip it. Take 2-3 puffs first.
Yeah.
Then put it down for like 7 to 10 minutes and see what it does to you. And then if you don't feel enough, you can have another puff. And if it's already fine, just leave it for a while. And when it slips off, you can just smoke, light it up again.
Okay.
It's day 1 of my month-long experiment. The day I try my first spliff. Just in case, I have medical help on standby. So, this is it. I'm going to smoke 1/10 of a gram of Jamaican weed mixed with tobacco. I'm not feeling anything.
I don't feel I'm getting any effects. I don't think nothing's happening to me.
I hadn't realised that the cannabis hadn't had time to take effect, so I keep puffing.
A little more relaxed. But a little funny, a bit sort of, bits. A bit like motion sickness.
But Babish had said take 2 puffs and then a break.
I feel like my body or my brain is just a second behind what I'm doing.
Bowie has seen it all before. "10 minutes and 25 drags later, it hits me. This is really disturbing. It's worse than being blind drunk.
Fucking hell. I'm really fucking scared. I seem to work myself into a bit of a panic attack and I don't know why.
Okay, well just try to think about nothing
Okay.
else. Just focus on the moment. It's a nice Sunday morning, the sun is shining,
Yeah.
the whole week of rain, so...
I have to say, that was the worst day ever in my whole life. Inside, I was absolutely petrified. At one point, I was too scared to even get out of the chair. It was like a massive panic attack. I've got this stupid feeling that it's sort of unlocked some sort of paranoia in my head, and forever I'm going to be paranoid. I just don't want to do it. I've taken far too much, and what's stupid is now I'm really scared about doing anything else. Part of me is thinking, do I really want to do this at all? Sorry. Go away. Now.
One packet of cashew nuts, one chocolate, black coffee. Wake me up. I really do feel wasted. But paranoia's gone.
It's day 2 and my first day on the job at the dampering.
Hi. Good morning.
I'm still worrying about what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
Fine. My head's here, but yeah, I didn't feel great yesterday.
I think you got too high. You know, that's because of the THC. I can show you how that works if you want, yeah?
Yeah, show me.
Now, if you look behind you, we have a picture of a THC crystal. And the top, the round-shaped bit, that's the one that makes you really, really high.
Really?
Yes.
And I had too much of that.
You had definitely too much of that.
First, a bit of bar work makes me feel more at home, but I'm greener than I thought.
What do you do with it? Are you...
Stick marijuana in it. And then
Sorry, I'm a bit of a novice.
no problem, so you get it back, yeah?
Okay,
Thank you.
It's the first day, you know.
Surprisingly, the locally grown varieties are the strongest.
These are all the products. In the big ones is all the grasses, the marijuanas. And these are all the hashes in the little boxes like this.
I'm feeling a bit like a sweet shop lady. Pick and mix and match. But in this sweet shop, you have to be over 18.
Oh, passport. Is this normal? Do they normally give you their passport?
Yeah,
oh, is it?
check their ID.
Oh, because you've got such a young face.
I'd like a gram of Jack Herrick, please.
Jack Herrer.
Yeah.
I know Jack Herrer. Okay.
You do?
I do. How much would you? A gram?
A gram.
Right. I can do this. Have you had a lovely day?
A lovely day. I just landed on Schiphol.
Oh, really? You've just landed? Are you Dutch? Do you live here?
No, I live in Leiden, but the shops are closed in Leiden till 4, so I had to go to Amsterdam.
Ah. What? Your drug shops? Your coffee shops?
Yeah.
I have very clean hands. Do you like this stuff? Ooh, it's just a bit...
Do I like it?
Yeah.
I love it.
Do you? What's so good about Jack Herrer?
I don't know, because usually I smoke White Widow.
Uh-huh.
But when I was young, I used to smoke Jack Herrick, so it's a bit of...
Oh, it's like going down memory lane.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a bit like going down memory
Trip down memory lane.
lane. That's a good word.
Regular dope smokers say you can smoke and still carry on your normal life. I wonder if I can. I finished my shift now, so I'm going to try 1/10 of a gram of pure hashish in a pipe. A smaller amount than yesterday. Will I feel any different? This time I'm feeling high in a different way. Chilled out and giggly.
How are you feeling?
Just everything's really quite funny. Which, I don't know, it just seems very funny.
The holy grail for all potheads is Amsterdam's famous hemp museum. And stoned as I am, I'm off to interview Ken Johnson, the curator.
Show me something else that's interesting.
For this interview, I've got to try to be professional. But how long can I hold it together?
Wow, do you actually grow your own?
Well, it's strictly for demonstration. None of this can actually leave the premises, so it doesn't go to the coffee shops. It's mostly destroyed on site.
Destroyed on...
Well, smoking destroys it.
The hashish is kicking in now, and Ken's getting really technical on me.
Out of the presence of males for the whole cycle, then the bud, as we call it, swells and gets more covered with THC, which is the active ingredient.
Wouldn't it be funny if you could manufacture your own THC? You wouldn't need to grow the plants, would
Well,
you?
your body manufactures its own cannabinoids, funnily enough, which is why it takes an effect on us. We have a neurotransmitter that is so chemically similar to cannabinoids that it's classed as a cannabinoid even though it's manufactured by your own body.
So we've got a cannabinoid...
Cannabinoid, yes.
Cannabinoid.
It's called,
Cannabinoid.
what is it called? It's
Cannabinoid.
THC? Cannabinoids? Ken thinks it's riveting, but I'm losing interest fast.
I forget
Oh, don't worry about the big words.
And I'm finding it really hard to take in anything he says.
Okay.
This is a vaporizer, for instance.
Funnily enough, my attention started wandering, and a pile of guinea